9:30 in the morning. I've woken up, well I woke up around about 8 o'clock. He's still sleeping. It wasn't very noisy actually with all the kids about. It was just perfect. So I just made my coffee and I'm just sitting outside looking at a field. So today I'm going to use the National Trust book to see what's nearby that we can go and visit. There's quite a few. I'm actually quite excited about this because it's free admissions and we'll be culturally aware of our history. Yeah, and Bournemouth and Poole not too far for the seaside, but because it's the bank holiday Monday I'm going to avoid them because it's going to be really busy and the sun's out as well, as you can see. Yeah, so that's my plan today. I haven't booked in for tonight. We're not staying here, obviously, because I like to move around quite a bit. So it could be a pub stopover or it could be a campsite. I gave a choice to my son whether he wanted egg and toast for breakfast. No, he wanted these noodles. It's so easy. I thought, yeah, brilliant. You can have that every morning. Good morning. Breakfast for me while I'm on my trip is going to be this. No added sugar granola from Kellogg's. It looks quite wholesome actually. So with a bit of milk, I think that'll suit me fine. Because it was an easy breakfast, I'm just wiping every surface down with wet wipes to conserve on the water usage. So before we leave the campsite, I thought we'll come for a little bike ride again. Last one around this area. Full of bike trails. I can't believe how brilliant this area is. Part of the Uddens Water cycle tour. Dense in the woods. You can hear bird song and you can just stop at these little benches as you go along. Come back to Flare. Now we've got to load her up with the bikes, so Kingston's going to help me. Comes in handy, doesn't he? This is the kind of music I'm having to endure for hours, but because he's with me I don't mind. We're leaving the campsite now and I'm going to use the National Trust app, which is a great app really because it tells you all the locations that are nearby to where you are via the satellite GPS system, and you can just put your finger on the one that you want to go to and it just gives you the Google Maps to how do you get there and all the information. So that's what I'm going to do. Just going to put that on and then just press one of them and then that's where we're headed. So we come to Kingston, Lacy. The house is pretty impressive. We've had to get a time ticket, which means we've got an hour and a half to kill before we can go and have a little tour of the house. So I thought we'll go and have a cup of coffee. So guess where we are? We're in the stables at the cafe and he's got a jacket potato, which is quite good, for £5.95 with my coffee. So the whole meal's come up to £8.95. I'm not having anything to eat because he's eating. He's actually sharing his meal with me. So we've had quite a big breakfast, haven't we? So it's okay. Let's try the jacket potato. It's really that good, that is. That's a good size. It's actually pretty good because we're sharing his lunch. He's having the potato, I'm having the coleslaw and the salad, which I quite actually enjoy. So we're having a little tour of the garden before we actually go into the house. You need time tickets, but it's pretty impressive so far. Okay, Kingston's going to do a roly-poly on the best hill, he reckons. There he goes. Safe and soundly. I've got him to pronounce all the plant names. Just as bad as my Welsh. Okay. So now we're going to go into the house, which I'm excited about because it's got some really famous paintings in there. We're in the house and it's absolutely magnificent. I can't tell you how beautiful it is. I would so come to Kingston, Lacy if you're into artwork because it's got pictures in there from Titan and Rubens. Every room is like an art gallery. Amazing place, and it's like an Italian palace inside. Beautiful decor. It's a definite must. So number 2 for the National Trust, Corfe Castle. And coming over here, it was busy with vans and cars going up the A roads, all heading out of Dorset. So I was going the opposite direction, so I didn't have a problem. So this is where we're going to go. Found the entrance to the actual castle, but it's pretty nice around here as it is. What a lovely village that leads to the actual castle, which is up here. This is definitely worth a visit. We're going to walk up here. This is 1,000 years old, this castle. I think they had a little fair, but I just like the area. What a lovely little hamlet. What a lovely view. I'm going to have to go down there and have a look at that village. But this is what we got. This is the Corfe village. What a lovely place. And the village bakery. Just love it. You're not too impressed though, are you? You're a kid. But to me, this is like a beautiful hamlet. Little gems that you just come across. Like this little house. It's actually a holiday cottage with a backdrop of the castle. Obviously there's a main road just over here. Another little gem of a house. What's coming there? Found a gem of a site, a pub stopover, the new inn in Wareham, not far from the castle. Blair's parked up here, but I'm going to show you the car park that they've got, which is perfect for motorhomes. So this is where I've parked up Flair for the night. Here's the back doors of Flair. This is the view that we've got, and this isn't a car park in the pub. And there you go. There's a few other motorhomes here. There's bins as well. And walk along. It's huge. Static caravans at the back over there, and another parking spot leads to some fields. This is probably one of the best car parks of a pub that I've stayed in. Got far-reaching views over there. Then you've got the pub garden just here, and there's Flair. We're going to go walk to the front. So the new inn pub stopover. What a lovely little village and a lovely pub to come to. So this is the actual pub. Isn't it glorious? The new inn. Just waiting to get in. We're just walking back to Flair. She's parked up there in their car park while we wait for them to open up. This pub is so beautiful. It's quirky. Got the specials board there. But it feels like a castle. I'll show you what I mean. If you walk through here, then you've got a big atrium. See by the windows, got dining tables everywhere. All that. Try not to take a video of anyone. I'm a bit of a quandary. I don't know what to order. Fancy having the fish and chips, but because we're going to the seafront tomorrow, I can get fish and chips there. So my son goes, why don't you just get the steak and apple pie? And he's right. Actually, I'm going to go for the roast dinner because it's local farmed meat with traditional roast trimmings and dauphinoise potatoes. So I'm going to try that. We've just noticed that every table here is reserved, so it might be an idea to actually book ahead if you're going to come here. Even that table's got reservations on it. Spotted a little alcove that you can go and sit in. This was like an old church that they converted into a pub. The casing's got the burger. And I've got the roast dinner. Look at that, loads of meat with potatoes, dauphinoise potatoes there, and vegetables. And of horseradish, yes. Tomato ketchup. And it's lovely, big because it's home sourced, it's local. So this cow's been roaming around the fields around here, and you can really even notice it because it's lovely and tender. Big helpings. Well, I ate all the beef and the gravy, and I left the Yorkshire pudding and the potatoes because I felt that they weren't overly cooked that well, and the Yorkshire pudding was frozen. But other than that, it was a good meal. So we finished our meal, came up to £28.90 for the both of us with drinks. Now, considering if I stayed at a campsite around Dorset, you're looking at the £19–20 mark. Plus you've got to cook your food, so your shopping bill's probably around about £6. Then you've got to do all the washing up. So in my head I'm thinking, yeah, that's actually quite reasonable, isn't it? £28.90, and we are proper stuffed. Just got back to the van, got the bikes out, and we're going to go for a little bike ride. We're just biking through the village, obviously with no safety hats on, so we're not doing it on the main road. As soon as we hear a car, we're off the bikes themselves. But what a lovely little village. So every evening now I've got to put the bikes out, put the tarpaulin on, and then make the bed. It takes literally like 15 minutes to do everything. Yeah, we've got popcorn and we're going to watch some films off the flash drive, which I downloaded from Netflix, about 36 films the other night. Oh, this is lovely, lying in bed. I've got the back door open, got that view, and this is all from a pub car park. Just wanted to take a video of what my van looks like from the outside if I was peering in like a weirdo. There's Kingston enjoying his film, and there's the view. Come on then.
Good night.
We'll see you in the morning.